everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Oh, those Democrats. This is the Barack Obama Presidential Center. It opened this month.
Yep.
Obama's library, everyone can agree that it's an eyesore.
I don't.
But it's so the Democrats. It took forever to build. They couldn't get it handled. There was a lot of issues. They changed this. They redid this. They couldn't get the dang thing built.
It's built.
It was supposed to be $300 million, and the ending price tag was $850 million. The most expensive library for any president ever. Okay? Now, it doesn't have any physical documents or books. It's all digital. So in other words, that big, huge building is just a museum because everything is digital. That's different. That's a first. It's the first presidential library that you have to pay to go in. $30 admission to walk into the door. Now, all of the contractor and the subcontractors, they had all DEI subcontractors. They're all saying that they're going belly up because nobody's paid the bill. I've never heard or seen anything that represents the Democratic Party more than this Obama library.
Really?
Takes forever to build. You can't get it done. You went way, way, way above the original price ticket. Now you're going to make everybody pay to go into it, but it doesn't even have any physical documents in it. And now all of your DEI hires are saying that you didn't pay them. Woo!
Well, you couldn't be further off base, could you? First and foremost, you got it right to begin with when you called it a presidential center, not a library, because it's not a library. It is a presidential center. In fact, it's a 19.3 acre community and museum campus, not just a library. It functions as a dynamic public gathering space featuring interactive democratic exhibits, original local artwork, community amenities, and an official Chicago library branch. It has a 4-level experience in the Presidential Museum. It has a branch of the Chicago Public Library that does, in fact, have physical books, and it does have a massive outdoor grounds area, including a children's playground, an NBA regulation basketball court, the Eleanor Roosevelt fruit and vegetable garden, and the wetland walk. And yes, the Chicago Public Library branch at the Obama Center is free to get into. It costs money to get into the center, but it is free to get into the library section. Now let's move on to the contractors saying they didn't get paid. Here you'll see many subcontractors and trade workers state that they have not been fully paid, with multiple local and minority-owned businesses reporting millions of dollars in unpaid bills, change order disputes, and mechanics liens filed against the project. But if you actually did any digging into it whatsoever, you would find out that the Obama Foundation actually paid all of its bills. The person who hasn't paid the bills to the subcontractors is Lakeside Alliance, the construction manager. Lakeside Alliance attributes the unpaid balances to standard project closeout processes, stating that resolving complex change orders and final invoices routinely continues after a facility opens. The Obama Foundation paid its bills, paid the general contractor on an accelerated pay schedule, as a matter of fact. They are paid 100%. The general contractor is still working out with the subcontractors, closeouts and punch lists and things of that nature. The Obama Foundation is 100% paid in full. You can get into the library for free. There are physical books in the library. Yes, a lot of the museum and presidential center is digital because it's 2026 for sake. And if I may be so bold, are you going to go to Chicago and visit the library? No? Did it cost you any money? No? Then what the do you care? Furthermore, if I could, are you as a Trump supporter going to talk about unpaid contractors on a project? Really? You're going to have the unmitigated sack to take to Beyonce's internet and talk about contractors being unpaid when the Obama Foundation paid its bills 100%, but the guy you support has bankrupted untold number of small contractors by basically going, thanks for the work, fuck off. Sit this one out, boo.
All right, what to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional, And guess we staying lit, big dog. Now, let's talk general contractors, right? An exact total number of lawsuits filed specifically by contractors against Donald Trump is not tracked as a single official figure. However, investigative reports such as an analysis by USA Today show that Trump and his businesses have been involved in over 4,000 state and federal legal actions, including hundreds of disputes over unpaid bills, contracts, disagreements, and more than 200 mechanics liens filed by workers and suppliers. Now, this is not a pissing contest, but if you're going to really talk about somebody, and as a Trump supporter, then hey, when you point one finger, you got three pointing right back at you. Okay, so I think it's kind of crazy. Even Donald Trump was saying this. The fact that Donald Trump would say this it's like, bruh, did you even pay your bills? You know what I'm saying? So, another thing. Shout out to anybody who was going to visit the Obama Center. I think whether you're a Republican or Democrat, this is for everyone. A lot of people say they don't like to politicize things, but then I heard one person say that they want to change the name of the street and it's a street that actual Trump Tower is on, to Obama. I don't know if it's street, avenue, whatever. Probably avenue, but and a lot of people are saying that may be petty, and I believe it's this guy right here that it may be petty, but it can be done. Again, you can do what you want. We know Trump is petty too. So, I mean, as petty as in the Hall of Fame or Wall of Fame for presidents, Donald Trump has basically devoured the legacies of our forefather presidents, such as Obama and Biden. And, Biden is almost out of there. Oh, did y'all know Karen Leibowitz quit? Interesting, right? I guess she'll be running for governor somewhere, whatever state she came from. She'll be running for some sort of seat. That's what they all kind of do when they leave office for Donald Trump. They somehow end up in Congress. Or maybe she just she wanted to spend more time with her family instead of cleaning up Trump's mess. But anyway, back to this nonsense. At this point, I don't think it's about racism with Obama when people talk about the things that he is doing currently. It's not about racism. It's about just punching down on somebody, regardless of how much money it costs to get that center, finished. Listen, we know a lot of things go over budget. Have you ever built a house or a car or anything? Like, if you built something, have you built something from scratch? And you be like, okay, you set a budget. All right, I'm gonna pay about $2,000 to remodel my kitchen. Then you get into your kitchen, you breaking stuff down, and you tear up a drawer that you didn't plan on breaking, or you strip a screw, or you spill paint and now you gotta do a cleanup. Man, it's all type of stuff that can happen, So, and then you have to spend more money. So yeah, even small jobs can go over, but a job such as this, and then to be so misinformed that you say that there's not even a library. But you know what? What's funny is my kids don't have a book, right? We have books. Trust me, we got books. But the things my kids like to use is the interactive tools. I got this thing from TikTok where it's teaching my daughter how to write her name. Okay, and it's talking to her. I seen another thing on the door. On TikTok that you can put on doors, you can put on cabinets, you can put on the sofa, and the kid can go up to it and touch it with the little animal, and it'll say what it is, and it's to help people with audible issues, like if your kid don't speak clearly, and it gets them to speaking more, right? So a lot of stuff is becoming digital. So, my kid don't even have school books. My teen, they use a Chromebook. They use an actual Chromebook, right? They don't bring home books. She has a backpack, but she has a backpack for her sports stuff, and she has a regular backpack, and it's clear. And guess what's in there? Nothing. A Chromebook and some pencils. So they're not even carrying books to school. No. So like I said, it's 2026. A lot of things are digital. They have a digital book. They just read and swipe the screen. They're not even like so. At this point, she's just nitpicking. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I remember when Kindles first came around. I don't know anybody who owns a Kindle these days, but when Kindles first came around, they were amazing. You had access to thousands, hundreds of thousands of books, millions of books at the palm of your hand. The faster they could upload them, the faster they could sell them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see nothing wrong with having a digital library. You got one in the palm of your hands. Remember going to the library and learning how to use an index card. If you had to look up somebody, you have to know the last name, then first name, and then what we used to have in class was we used to have tests on how to locate a book. You had to understand how to read an index card, so you had to know where to find the page number or the author or the aisle and the row that it was on, all from this little index card. And they pull out this drawer. There was about a drawer with like a bunch of little things. You pull it all the way out, that drawer about that damn long. You pull that mug out, and you got A, B, A, C, A, D, A, E, like just all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Then it go B, A, B, whatever, on down. Just so, bro, for her to be that old, it's like talking to your grandpa. Back in my day, we had real books, man. It ain't your day no more. These kids don't know how to use an index card. They don't even know how to use a library card. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But it's crazy. So I don't know. We gotta get up with the times and stop acting like some old farts. For real. They don't have actual physical books. When's the last time y'all seen somebody who had a full encyclopedia? Remember back in my day, everybody had an encyclopedia. Everybody had not the whole collection. Somebody, some people, they might be missing the M and N's, so they got to call their friend and you go borrow their MN because whatever happened in moving, now you got one encyclopedia book missing, or you let somebody borrow it and you never got it back. That was the good old days. You know what I'm saying? Remember the days when iPhones used to come with a charger, the block to plug the USB in, and earphones? Remember those days? Man, those was the days, right? But now, you lucky they still sending you a charging cord. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section.